Part 12. Great Voyage, Invincibility begins from the word spirit fruit. Author, Drunk in March at Westlake. Chapter 111. The devil Lucifer comes into contact with Big Mom, which is no less than the contact between two Yonko. If the news spreads, the world will be shaken. Morgans was very excited. In contrast, many pirates in the Big Mom pirate group were trembling with fear. Lucifer is here, everyone, please be serious. Well said, this guy is different from the others. Led by Charlotte Katakuri, all the members of the Charlotte family were ready. A few weak people swallowed involuntarily to calm the anxiety in their hearts. Boom. 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 Slight footsteps sounded. But it seemed to explode in everyone's ears. Bang. A pirate fell to the ground hard, his eyes turned white, foaming at the mouth, and he lost consciousness. Hey, what's wrong with you? The people next to him were shocked. Before he could react, someone fell unconscious and fell to the ground, losing consciousness. Bang. 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 One after another, the pirates fell into coma, as if they were contagious. Obviously no one launched an attack, but they just lost it. Aware. What's wrong with you guys? What happened? Hey, wake up quickly. The atmosphere of panic spread among the crowd, and the pirates and guests in the crowd all lost consciousness and fell to the ground in a coma. As the footsteps became louder and louder, the crowd fell in pieces like wheat. Whether it was a pirate, the soldiers are still captains, and even the powerful cotters of the Charlotte family are unconscious. You know, these people are battle-experienced pirates with considerable strength. But in front of Lucifer, they can't even maintain consciousness. Less than. This is, overlord color and domineering. Katakuri's face was livid, and his eyes were fixed on the figure who was approaching slowly. His eyes flashed red, and the picture of the future appeared in his mind. But he only had time to see a corner of the future, and the picture suddenly shattered. How can the overlord color and domineering energy be so strong? Apparently there was no air wave. We didn't feel the powerful momentum impact at all. Charlotte Perrot's Perrot next to her was supporting a younger brother with a shocked look on her face. It's unmistakable, this is the pinnacle of domineering color, even stronger than Mother's domineering look. Katakuri's voice was low. Even he didn't notice that his tone was trembling. It was fear. Before he could fully see Lucifer's face, fear had already arisen in his heart. Bang. Lucifer kicked him as he fell, a hole was immediately stepped on the ground. As he arrived, everyone on both sides of the road fell down. Finally, Lucifer came to the end of the red carpet of the tea party. But now, only those who can still stand and maintain consciousness on the field, there are only a few left. Boom. A powerful aura erupted from Lucifer, instantly forming an invisible shockwave rushing in all directions. Wherever the air wave passed, rocks were shattered and houses collapsed. The endless overlord-colored impact was like a tsunami, and instantly it swept through the entire Cake Island. When the domineering power dissipated, the entire Cake Island fell into a dead silence. You could hear a needle drop, and tens of thousands of people had lost consciousness. At a glance, there were countless figures lying on the ground densely packed, as if they were in a film. Corpse. This is, the devil Lucifer. Led by Katakuri, some of the powerful warriors of the Charlotte family looked at Lucifer in horror, with dull expressions. Some of their bodies were soaked with sweat, but they didn't notice it at the moment. No one dared acting rashly. Even the strongest Katakuri knew that he was no match for this monster the first time he saw Lucifer. Boom. A huge black shadow fell from the sky and landed in front of Lucifer. The ground trembling violently, Yonko Big Mom finally appeared on the stage. Hey Lucifer, what do you mean? Do you want to fight with me? Looking at the tens of thousands of unconscious people around, Big Mom was very angry and furious. These people are all guests who came to attend the tea party. Now that they are all unconscious, how can the tea party continue? She is looking forward to this tea party. Sorry, coming to the Yonko pirate's lair made me a little panicked, so I showed off my power. Lucifer looked calm and collected. It was as if he was not facing an angry Yonko, but an ordinary person. Panic. Would such a guy panic? Are you kidding me? The Charlotte family members next to them almost laughed in anger. This monster is so strong that he doesn't look like a human being at all. How could he have such a feeling of panic? He is here to demonstrate. Be careful, Lucifer is coming with bad intentions. Katakuri whispered to the brothers and sisters around him. Lucifer, how do you want to explain to me what happened today? I invited you to the tea party, not to cause trouble. If you make me angry, do you know what the consequences will be? Big Mom showed a ferocious and terrifying expression, staring down at Lucifer, drool dripping from the corners of his mouth, as if he wanted to eat him in one bite. What do you want to explain? Lucifer smiled faintly and turned a blind eye to Big Mom's threat. Well, you can be my subordinate. As long as you are my subordinate, today's incident can be forgotten. You can even marry one of my daughters. Big Mom has been coveting Lucifer for a day or two, especially after knowing that Lucifer may be a rare race. I'm not interested in your daughter, but I'm very interested in you. What? Big Mom was stunned. To be precise, I'm very interested in your head. Can you give it to me? Lucifer showed a ferocious smile, with endless killing intent in his eyes. Well, you actually set your sights on my head. You really don't know the heights of the world, kid. Big Mom's tone changed and became cold and ruthless. Lucifer, you really pissed me off. Napoleon. Hi Mom. Big Mom gave the order, and the hat on her head suddenly turned into a scimitar and fell into her hands. Go to hell, damn brat, Waguo. Big Mom slashed angrily with his sword. Before the slash fell, an infinite overlord-colored impact erupted. Welcome. Lucifer raised his hand and shook it, and the black sword Qiu Shui appeared in his hand. Since getting this knife, Lucifer has never used it, and today is the first time. Lucifer's pupils instantly turned blood red, armed and domineering. It surged out wildly, covering the blade. Boom! The Napoleon and the black knife Qiu Shui met together, and their extreme moves collided. A shockwave erupted in all directions, triggering a huge wind and wave. The ground under Lucifer and Big Mom's feet was inch tortoise. The cracks in the spider web spread rapidly, covering thousands of meters. Countless black and red lightning burst out from the two people, flying like poisonous snakes, destroying everything in contact. The aftermath of the attacks caused by Lucifer and Big Mom shrouded the entire Cake Island is filled with murderous intent. Run quickly, the battle between these two people is too terrifying, if you get involved, you will die. Lucifer actually wants to hunt Big Mom, it's amazing. Some kings of the underground world, such as the loan shark tycoon Lufarad, the shipping king Omid and others fled. Looking at the black and red lightning shooting towards them, each king shivered in fear. Boom! Lucifer and Big Mom's armed colors and overlord colors collided with each other. The blades of Napoleon and black knife Qiu Shui did not touch each other. The two of them used the overlord colors to entangle at the same time. An extremely transparent sphere was formed between the blades, which was the nihilistic power generated by the collision of the armed color and the overlord color. The domineering aura of the overlord color soared into the sky, shooting straight into the sky. Black clouds surged above the two of them, and the endless black clouds opened a huge crack that was more than 10 kilometers long. The crack, penetrating the sky, it seems to split the sky in half. The clash of overlord color and domineering force makes the sky split, which is the sign of Yonko level battle. Is this all you have? Big Mom, I think too highly of you. Lucifer held the black sword Qiu Shui and exerted force suddenly. The armed color and the overlord color's domineering energy were once again raised to a new level. With a loud bang, Big Mom's overlord color domineering force shattered and was completely defeated by Lucifer. The black sword Qiu Shui cut through the sky, leaving a trail cold light. Big Mom's huge body flew backwards, and the shockwave roared along the way, plowing a deep ravine in the earth. Big Mom flew thousands of meters away, and finally smashed through the Cake Island Palace. A scream sounded, the half-scimitar rotated slowly in the sky. It was Big Mom's weapon Napoleon. With just one cut, he was chopped off by Lucifer. Great Voyage, Invincibility begins from the word spirit fruit. Author, Drunk in March at West Lake. Chapter 112. Mother. The half-cut Napoleon scimitar screamed, but soon, its soul left the body, and the Napoleon turned back into a dead thing. Actually, I'm not very good at using a knife, but depending on the situation, your knife skills aren't very good either. Lucifer put away the black sword Qiu Shui. The reason why he used the knife to fight Bimgam was not to fight swordsmanship, but to fight the weapon color and the overlord color domineering. As expected, Bimgam's two-color domineering was no match for him. In addition, Lucifer's own demonic physique also surpassed Big Mom's steel balloon, and she was directly crushed. Now, Lucifer has not yet opened the realm of domineering, otherwise Big Mom will lose faster. This is one of Lucifer's trump cards. Big Mom is not qualified for Lucifer to use it. Bastard, he actually attacked my mother. Damn Lucifer. Many people from the Charlotte family saw Big Mom being beaten away, and they were all so angry that they gnashed their teeth. Whoa. Katakuri flashed and teleported directly behind Lucifer, and his huge rice cake arm turned into a mace and smashed him towards Lucifer's head. His mace was pitch black with countless sharp barbs. It was a perfect combination of fruit power and domineering. Boom. The attack hit Lucifer and a powerful shockwave erupted. Lots of Charlotte, all members of the TE family, were overjoyed. Hit. Did your head get blown out? Katakuri's brother's attacks are very powerful. Bastard Lucifer, do you know how powerful the Big Mom pirates are? However, their surprised expressions soon froze on their faces, and their laughter stopped abruptly. Because Katakuri's attack did not work, his mace fist was blocked midway. And the one who blocked the attack was just Lucifer's finger. If you want to fight me, you're still a little short of the mark, Katakuri. Lucifer looked indifferent. He turned his fingers into palms and smacked them. The invisible arm domineering force formed a shockwave and directly knocked Katakuri away. He vomited blood in midair and flew thousands of meters away. Katakuri brother. Several younger members of the Charlotte family screamed and hurriedly ran to the ruins to save people. Charlotte Cracker, Charlotte Pero, and others were already expressionless. They did not expect that Lucifer blocked Katakuri's attack with just one finger. They know best how strong Katakuri is. He can be called the second largest figure in the Big Mom pirates. Even the Admiral, he can fight for a long time without losing. But in front of Lucifer, he is as weak as a child. Bastard, this monster. This guy is so scary. He is terrifyingly strong, we are no match for him. Only Mom can deal with him. The remaining people don't dare to act rashly. Even Big Mom and Katakuri were beaten away. They just went up to die. Take the unconscious people down first. The battle here is too scary. It is too dangerous for them to stay here. Mom will not be defeated so easily, she will definitely win. Charlotte Pero stood up and began to command the battle. He was the eldest son of the Charlotte family and had high prestige. All his brothers and sisters could obey his orders. It's true, Mom is the strongest. Damn Lucifer, Mommy can beat him. Charlotte Cracker and others who remained awake glanced at Lucifer unwillingly and quickly began to transport the unconscious family members. Facing such a monster, they could only evacuate and ensure that they would not hold back Big Mom and did not participate in the battle at all. Qualification. Boom. A thick thunderbolt suddenly fell from the sky and hit the crowd. A huge fireball rose into the sky, swallowing countless pirates and burning them to ashes. Yeah, ha 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 ha, is this the home of Yonko Big Mom? There is so much waste. Enilu is suspended in the sky, and his arrogant and harsh laughter echoes around. It's the god of thunder Enel, a natural type thunder fruit capable user. Katakuri looked up at Enilu in the ruins, with murderous intent in his eyes. Suddenly, Katakuri saw a black shadow falling from the sky and landed at his feet. Katakuri looked intently, pupils suddenly tightened. Snag. Katakuri recognized the identity of the black figure. It was his brother Charlotte Snag. No wonder I didn't see Snag come back. It turned out he was captured by them. Brother Katakuri. Snag, who was seriously injured and on the verge of death, had very blurry consciousness. He could not speak a few words clearly and then completely lost consciousness. Bastard, you dare to hurt my family, I can't forgive you. Katakuri jumped into the air, and countless black fists suddenly blasted out, hitting Eniru. Katakuri is a user with the special superhuman glutinous fruit ability. This fruit can have strange and fake effects. The ability to elementalize can also create things. Katakuri can use this ability to change the physical form or even separate at will, and make various strange attacks. Katakuri does not dare to fight Lucifer, but he is a mere Eniru. Didn't take it seriously. Get down here. Just when Katakuri's attack was about to hit Enilu, a figure suddenly appeared in the air, just in front of Katakuri. It was Vabel. Vabel picked up the naginata and slashed it down angrily, as long as a huge sword energy of tens of meters shot out of the air, instantly smashing all of Katakuri's fists. At the same time, Katakuri was also shot down from the sky by Vabel. Boom! Vabel landed and crushed the rocky ground, holding a naginata and pointing at it. Katakuri, Captain Lucifer said, I will be your opponent. Katakuri is very powerful. Enero is not his opponent. Only Vabel can stop him. Lucifer has already decided on the battle strategy before the war begins. Asshole. Too arrogant. The Big Mom pirates still have us. Charlotte Cracker, Charlotte Smoothie, Charlotte Pero, and Charlotte Owen all came behind Katakuri. Yeah, ha 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 ha, our people are here too. Don't underestimate our netherworld pirates. Today is so crazy. Boom, 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 is this the Big Mom pirates? As expected of the Yonko, the lineup is truly terrifying. Cavendish, Jack the Ripper, Baby 5, Caesar and others appeared one after another. In addition to Enel in the sky, and the white god of death Simon hidden in the dark, all the members of the Nether Pirates were present. Although the number was still small, there are less than 10 people, but the momentum erupting from them can rival the Big Mom Pirates. Big news, this is really big news. The all-out war between the Nether Pirates and the Big Mom Pirates, this report will definitely shock the whole world. In the distance, Morgans was frantically taking photos, not intending to miss any detail. This Birdman is indeed one of the kings of the underground world, and he still has some strength. He can withstand Lucifer's domineering aura. He is also the most courageous. When other underground kings fled, he did not run away, but stayed and took photos like crazy. When it comes to professional ethics, no one can compare to Morgans. You are a bunch of arrogant bastards, you are a million years too early to challenge the Big Mom Pirates. Charlotte Cracker rushed forward suddenly, and the huge biscuit warrior thrust out 6 long swords at the same time. Waves pretzels. Although it is a long sword made with ability, its hardness and sharpness far exceed that of steel. I'll deal with you. Enlil chopped down a thunder dragon to force Cracker back, and at the same time, he held a golden stick and knocked Cracker away. The all-out war between the two pirate groups was officially launched. Jack the Ripper faced off against the Desert General Charlotte Smoothie, Cavendish faced Charlotte Perros Perro, Caesar faced Charlotte Owen, Baby 5 faced Charlotte Defaku. Simon used the transparent fruit to become invisible and lurk in secret. They sniped and killed the members of the Big Mom Pirates. The strongest Vabel faced the strongest Katakuri. Sky-splitting slash. Beautiful sword Swan Lake. Gas laser cannon. Pluto cannon. Boom. 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 The war has just begun, and it has immediately entered a fever pitch. Both sides launched their killing moves, and the battlefield was filled with sword light and sword energy. Coupled with various fruit abilities and beam gas bombardment, there were continuous explosions. Continuously, the sea of fire spread in all directions. For a while, the island was covered by the flames of war, and it was almost impossible to find a safe place to stay. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Great Voyage, Invincibility begins from the word spirit fruit. Author, Drunk in March at West Lake. Chapter 113. Of course, there are more than just these cotters of the Big Mom Pirates, but many of them have been stunned by Lucifer's domineering aura. The remaining people must be responsible for transporting the unconscious people to evacuate. Otherwise, on this battlefield, they will be affected by the battle at any time and lose their lives. And everyone knows that the key to this war is not them, but Lucifer and Big Mom. If Lucifer wins, the Big Mom Pirates will be destroyed today. Similarly, if Big Mom wins, the Netherworld Pirates will be destroyed today. Ah! Suddenly, a piercing scream erupted from the Cake Island Palace. Invisible sound waves roared out like a tsunami, instantly affecting the entire Cake Island. The power of Big Mom's scream is not inferior to those with sound wave fruit abilities, and can easily destroy the island. The building shook the stone into powder. Boom! The Cake Island Palace collapsed, and Big Mom shot out from it and landed in front of Lucifer. Damn you kid, you have a few moments. It's been a long time since I've been hurt or felt any pain. Big Mom wiped the blood from the corner of her mouth. Her steel balloon defense had been breached by Lucifer. Not only was her face injured, there were blood stains all over her body. Her body seemed to be cracked. Lucifer smiled coldly, this is just the beginning. Woolen cloth. Not only will you be injured today, you will also die here. As soon as he finished speaking, Lucifer jumped up, flapped his devil wings and flew into the sky. Light sword 8-foot Megatama. Countless golden lightsabers appeared around Lucifer. Lucifer raised his hand and pointed, and countless lightsabers shot towards Big Mom in an instant. The lightsabers were densely packed, covering the sky and the sun, covering all directions around Big Mom. She has nowhere to escape. Prometheus! Big Mom shouted angrily, and the sun around him, Prometheus, suddenly spit out huge fire and rushed into the sky. The lightsaber and the flame collided in the sky, triggering a series of explosions. The endless sea of fire spread, shock waves poured out, and the entire sky was enveloped in flames. Cake Island trembled violently, and the sea rolled up waves, as if the end was coming. Zeus! Big Mom roared again, and the thundercloud Zeus rushed into the sky, rapidly increasing in size, covering the entire Cake Island. Endless thunder and lightning shot down from the black clouds and struck towards Lucifer. Dissipate! Lucifer was suspended in the sky, neither dodging nor dodging. With just a whisper from the devil, the endless sea of fire and thunder and lightning dissipated into nothingness in an instant. Use fire to defeat fire, use thunder to defeat fire. The flame dragon breathes out, and the emperor's sky thunders. The word spirit fruit triggered the power of the rules, and endless flames erupted from Lucifer, condensing into a huge fire dragon with a size of more than 100 meters. The fire dragon swooped down, spit out endless flames, and rushed towards Prometheus. Prometheus could not dodge, was hit by the flames on the spot, and let out a shrill scream. Crush with attributes that are incompatible with each other is not a skill. Crush with abilities of the same attribute is truly powerful. It's not over yet, Black Dragon Flash. Lucifer grabbed it with his big hand, and the fire dragon's body suddenly turned pitch black. It was the highest density of armed domineering energy. The flame dragon wore an armed domineering armor and turned into a black light falling from the sky. The black light flashed, and Promi shouted. Hughes was penetrated on the spot and exploded into endless flames. Prometheus. Seeing Prometheus being killed, Big Mom roared with shock and fury. However, this was just the beginning. Before she could react, Zeus's screams came from the sky again. Countless thunder spears pierced the dark clouds in the sky, among which the armed domineering power and power of rules injured Zeus's body. The dark cloud quickly shrank and turned into a small black cloud falling into the sky. Mom, save me. Zeus called for help in panic and flew quickly towards Big Mom. Want to leave? The nether sword. Lucifer locked on the fleeing Zeus, grabbed it with his big hand, and a long black sword suddenly condensed in his hand. The long sword broke through the air, and the sword fell, leaving only a dazzling sword light. The flying and fleeing Zeus suddenly stopped, and it's humanized. There was fear on his face, and then his body split in half from the middle. Mother! Zeus let out a horrified cry, but the sword light full of murderous intent had struck again. Countless sword lights hit Zeus in an instant, cutting him into countless pieces in an instant. The soul power in the black cloud was cut off, thundercloud Zeus dissipated and perished. At this point, all three homies created by Big Mom with her own soul were killed. Big Mom claims to be a pirate who controls the climate and conquers the sky, relying on the Prometheus and Zeus she created with her soul. Now that they have all been killed by Lucifer, Big Mom's own combat power has been greatly reduced. Road West Law. Big Mom gritted her teeth and her eyes were filled with tears. She jumped to Lucifer's side and smashed Lucifer's head with a huge fist. The fist was pitch black, with a red light on the outside, and was covered with armed color and overlord color domineering at the same time. The four emperors are all strong men who have returned to their original nature, and their domineering skills have been trained to the extreme. Even a casual punch is extremely terrifying. What's more, this is a punch from Big Mom in a furious state. Even a small island can be punched smash. Boom. A huge force erupts, triggering a powerful shock wave. Endless air waves roar and spread, sweeping across the entire Cake Island. Countless eyes on the Cake Island are staring at the sky, wondering whether Big Mom's angry punch can hurt Lucifer. Are you dead? Even Lucifer can't stop his mother's fist. You deserve it, Lucifer. Many Charlotte family members showed joy in their eyes. However, their excitement soon stopped. Instead, their eyes widened, and the depths of their pupils were filled with disbelief and fear. Lucifer was still suspended in the sky, and the wings flapped slowly, barely changing their position. One of Lucifer's palms blocked Big Mom's iron fist, and the sizes of the two sides were obviously not proportional. But this palm prevented Big Mom from advancing even an inch. Sure enough, you are too weak. Gravity crushes. Lucifer pressed his palm down, and a powerful force of gravity suddenly erupted. Big Mom was hit by gravity, and immediately let out a scream, and the huge body fell like a meteorite. Boom. The moment Big Mom fell, the center of the Cake Island was suddenly a huge hole was created. Endless shock waves erupted in all directions, causing changes in the Earth's crust. The island shattered inch by inch, and pieces of island debris bulged under the pressure. The entire Cake Island trembled violently, as if it would fall apart at any time. Hurry, escape from this island, This island is going to be destroyed. No place is safe, leave now. A group of underground world kings and famous pirates in the New World who were hiding in the distance to watch the battle began their escape journey again. These people felt very bitter in their hearts. They were obviously here to attend a tea party and enjoy the delicious food. But the banquet had not started yet, and the four emperors the super war broke out, and they had no choice but to run for their lives. They finally escaped far away, thinking they could take a breather, but now the more terrifying aftermath of the battle came again. They had to keep running. These kings of the underground world felt like they had become escape masters. They are either escaping or on the way to escape. The members of the Big Mom pirates and the Nether pirates who were fighting also temporarily stopped fighting and evacuated towards the shore. However, the evacuation method of the Nether pirates was more complicated than the Big Mom pirates are much stronger. After eating the gate fruit, the demon elf Xiao He can travel through different spaces at will. It appeared on Cake Island, carried Eniro and others into the different space, and soon disappeared. There was no trace. But the members of the Charlotte family had no time to escape. Especially those who were unconscious. In the aftermath of this battle, they were directly killed by the shockwave, or were crushed into flesh by the ruins of the island. Ding, the host killed the pirate Charlotte Strom and obtained 14,000 killing points. Ding, the host killed the pirate Charlotte Constage and obtained 14800 killing points. Ding, the host killed the pirate Charlotte Armand and obtained 19500 killing points. Ding, the host killed the pirate soldiers and obtained 3500 killing points. Ding, the host killed the pirate soldiers and obtained 3700 killing points. Ding, the host killed the pirate soldiers and obtained 4000 killing points. The electronic sound of the system kept ringing in Lucifer's mind, and the killing points were received one after another, causing Lucifer's killing balance to skyrocket. Great Voyage, Invincibility begins from the word spirit fruit. Author, Drunk in March at West Lake. Chapter 114. Although it was just the aftermath of Flying Big Mom, many members of the Big Migme pirates still died in the aftermath. Not only ordinary pirates, but also many members of the Charlotte family. By the time the shockwave stopped, the entire Cake Island had been torn apart and turned into ruins. Countless pirates were buried under the ruins, and all they could see were broken corpses. Ah! Hateful! Charlotte Katakuri roared, her voice full of grief and anger. With just one glance, he saw the corpses of many brothers and sisters. They were still alive a few minutes ago, but now they have all turned into corpses. This Katakuri, who loves her family, can't accept it. Katakuri brother. The Charlotte family members crawled out of the rubble one by one, all in a miserable state, with most of their bodies injured. These are relatively strong cotters, so they can save their lives in the aftermath. Mother. Where is Mom? How is Mom? Charlotte Cracker, Owen, and others quickly asked. Everyone looked at the huge hole in the center of the island, and everyone felt chilled. After receiving such a terrifying blow from Lucifer, even Big Mom would not. It felt good. Boom. Suddenly, a powerful aura erupted from the pit. With the earthquake of the Earth's crust, Big Mom broke out of the ground. Katakuri and others looked at the current Big Mom, and their eyes widened. They had never seen it before. I have experienced such a miserable Big Mom. The whole body is dripping with blood, the hair is disheveled, and although the aura is still terrifying, it is a bit frivolous. Damn Lucifer, I can't spare you. Big Mom activated the power of the soul fruit, and the wounds all over his body healed at a speed visible to the naked eye. At the same time, the scimitar Napoleon, whose hand was broken into half, also returned to its original shape. Oh! Is the burning life self-healing? Lucifer knows the power of the soul fruit. In addition to creating Hamits, Big Mom can also restore injuries and improve combat power by burning its own lifespan. However, Big Mom only reborn Napoleon, not Zeus and Prometheus. Si. Obviously, Big Mom also knows that Zeus and Prometheus are not much of a threat to Lucifer. The reason why she recreated Napoleon is because many of her tricks require weapons to be used. Under the influence of the burning lifespan, Big Mom the injury healed quickly. But there were obviously a few more strands of white hair in her hair, and her face looked older. Lucifer, take the hit. Powerful country. Big Mom slashed angrily with his sword, and slashed a giant sword energy shockwave towards Lucifer. The shockwave came roaring, with a very wide range, extremely fast speed, and almost difficult to dodge. This is a trick Big Mom learned from the giants, and it works with her with monster-like physique and domineering power. It is more powerful than the giants. However, such attacks have no effect on Lucifer. Dark cave, dark cave. Lucifer grabbed it with his big hand, and the space in front of him suddenly shattered, and a black hole appeared. The black hole rotated slowly, and it was pitch black inside, as if it could swallow everything. By just looking at it, others felt a stinging pain in their eyes. The black hole seemed to be able to even gaze. Devour. Boom. The giant sword energy shockwave hit the black hole and was completely swallowed by the black hole. Such an earth-shattering attack was silently resolved by Lucifer. Back to you. Lucifer hooked his finger, and the sword energy shockwave suddenly shot out from the dark cave. It was Big Mom's unique move. Boom. The sword energy shockwave hit Big Mom, but she blocked it with the Emperor's sword. She never thought that one day you will be slapped in the face by your own tricks. Gravity crushes. Lucifer's killing move came again, and another powerful force of gravity hit Big Mom. Big Mom's feet sank, and he was immediately pressed to his knees. All things are attracted by heaven. Before Big Mom could recover, Lucifer had already changed his moves. Endless gravity bound Big Mom heavily and pulled him into the sky. Unwilling to surrender, Big Mom waved the Emperor's sword and once again unleashed a giant sword energy shockwave. However, such moves were useless and were easily resolved by Lucifer. Lucifer's figure flashed and teleported directly in front of Big Mom, and his palm had already hit her chest. Super Shinra Tensei. Boom. Super strong repulsive force erupted, which also incorporated armed domineering and overlord domineering. The power cannot be described in words. Big Mom was immediately knocked away and turned into a meteor and fell from the sky. In mid-air, Big Mom vomited blood and let out a piercing scream. Her eyes turned white and she almost lost consciousness. With a loud bang, Big Mom fell on the cake island. The cake island was hit hard again and fell apart. Mother! Katakuri, Clark, and others on the edge of the island roared in horror, their whole bodies shivering. Impossible! Mom is the strongest pirate in the world. How could she lose? Lucifer, why is that bastard Lucifer so strong? She is just a newcomer, why is she stronger than her mother? The people of the Charlotte family are full of despair. They never thought that Big Mom would be defeated one day. But the facts are right in front of them, and they cannot believe it. Judging from the current situation, as long as the battle continues, Big Mom will undoubtedly lose. Perhaps, Big Mom has been defeated. After being hit by Lucifer's terrifying blow just now, Big Mom was seriously injured even if he did not die. Many kings of the underground world and famous pirates in the New World on the distant sea all held their breaths at this moment and swallowed their saliva. The shock in their hearts couldn't be greater. Today's battle let them know what Yonko-level combat power is. It also let them know how terrifying the devil Lucifer is. Such a powerful Big Mom can't even hurt a single hair of Lucifer. Was crushed by him all the way. If you lose, Big Mom will lose. Amazing, this fight. The demon Lucifer is going to be the new emperor. The Yonko Big Mom is about to fall. Although Big Mom is not dead yet, her chances of winning are slim. No one thinks that Big Mom can survive in Lucifer's hands. Some pirate groups on the sea have begun to escape secretly. They are all pirates who have taken refuge under Big Mom. The group relies on Big Mom's evil reputation to survive in the new world. Now that Big Mom's backer is about to collapse, of course they must escape in time. Otherwise, when Lucifer finishes Big Mom, they will be the ones to suffer. In the sky, Lucifer he flapped his devil wings and looked indifferent. His domineering aura was always locked on Big Mom, knowing that she was seriously injured, but not completely dead yet. Sword of Judgment, weeping blood and cutting the sky. Lucifer raised his palm, and a giant sword with a length of more than 100 meters was generated out of thin air. In an instant, it was covered with armed color and overlord color. It's over, Big Mom. Just when Lucifer was about to launch the final blow and completely kill Big Mom, a roar of dragons suddenly came from the distant sky. Lucifer frowned, seeing and hearing that Sebaki had sensed a powerful aura coming quickly. Approaching. He looked up and saw black clouds rolling violently in the distance, as if something was about to break through the clouds. There seems to be something in the cloud. What is that? Is it a claw? Is it a monster? No, that is a dragon, a legendary dragon. Watching the battle on the sea, the members of the Charlotte family headed by Katakuri, the king of the underground world, also discovered the strange changes in the sky. Between the rolling dark clouds, a huge dragon claw stretched out, and the dragon's tail was looming. Finally, the deafening roar of the dragon sounded again. A huge dragon head poked out from the dark clouds. He looked down at Lucifer, his pupils full of murderous intent. The giant dragon slowly emerged from the clouds, revealing the dragon body. The dragon body hovered in the sky, swimming back and forth, exuding extremely terrifying power. A violent wind suddenly blew around, the waves roared on the sea, and countless pirate ships swayed back and forth, as if they would capsize at any time. Kaido. He actually came too. Lucifer naturally knew the identity of this blue dragon. It was Kaido, one of the 4 emperors. At the same time, the people below also recognized Kaido's identity. Kaido, this is Kaido. Why does Kaido, one of the 4 emperors, appear here? Could it be that he also came here for Lucifer? By the way, I heard that Lucifer killed Drought Jack of the Beast Pirates some time ago. Kaido should have come to seek revenge from Lucifer. How brave is Lucifer to fight 2 Yonko alone? Great Voyage, Invincibility begins from the word spirit fruit. Author, Drunk in March at West Lake. Chapter 115. How brave is Lucifer to fight 2 Yonko alone? Countless spectators were already stunned, extremely shocked. Only Morgans, whose body kept shaking, became more and more excited. He took a camera and took pictures of Kaido in the sky, muttering to himself. Big news, really big news. First it was Big Mom, and now Kaido has joined in. It seems that there are still variables in the battle situation. Is Kaido and Big Mom teaming up to deal with Lucifer, or is it a 3-party brawl? I'm really looking forward to it. Today's situation changed too suddenly and too complicated. First, Lucifer caused a big tea party for the Big Mom pirates, and then a full-scale war broke out between the Nether pirates and the Big Mom pirates. After that, Lucifer fiercely fought against the 4 emperors Big Mom, crushing them. He was seriously injured. Just when Lucifer was about to kill Big Mom, the 4 emperors Kaido suddenly joined the battlefield. The outcome of this war became even more confusing. Lucifer, arrogant brat, I finally found you. The blue dragon in the sky roared, and the sound was booming. Hot breath. A huge pillar of flames burst through the air and penetrated thousands of meters in an instant. This is Kaido's special skill. It is very powerful. It can evaporate a mountain in an instant, and it can also penetrate an island in an instant. Doomsday Judgment. Lucifer raised his hand and pointed, and the giant sword that was more than 100 meters suddenly rose into the sky and collided with the flaming dragon's breath. Boom! The sword split the dragon's breath, and endless flames exploded in the sky. The sky for miles around was shrouded in a sea of fire, like a doomsday disaster. Gravity crushes, everything is guided by heaven. Lucifer grabbed it with his big hand, and the sky suddenly exploded with infinite gravity pressing on Kaido. Lucifer's palm also exploded with infinite gravity, pulling the blue dragon in the sky. The green dragon's body was too huge to escape. Under the double attack of gravity, down, blue dragon Kaido's huge body crashed down. Boom! Kaido's huge dragon body hit the Cake Island, making the broken Cake Island even more broken. Some of the broken wreckage sank faster. Roar! The blue dragon roared up to the sky, and its body shrank at a speed visible to the naked eye, and finally turned into a dragon man with a height of more than 10 meters. There are three forms of animal fruit ability users: human form, beast form, and beast human form. Compared with human form and animal form, the beastman type combines the characteristics of the human form and the animal form, and its combat power is the strongest among the three forms. You're quite capable, kid. You actually defeated that old woman. Kaido turned into a dragon form, brandishing his mace and making a booming voice. When he saw the tragic battlefield on Cake Island, he already knew that Big Mom was defeated. Lucifer was suspended in the sky with a cold voice. If you don't come, she died just now. How? Do you want to save her? Hey, I'm not interested in saving people, I just want to kill you. Go to hell. Kaido jumped into the air, and the huge mace had already hit Lucifer's head. Thunder Gossip. A small skill, a big fire-breathing skill. Lucifer punched out, and his fist turned into a huge lava, which collided with Kaido's mace. Overlord-colored domineering energy burst out, activating black and red lightning, and the sky cracked open again. Get out of here. Lucifer's fist power exploded, and the giant lava fist instantly crushed Kaido's domineering power. The huge lava fist hit Kaido's chest. Boom! Kaido turned into a meteor and shot out backwards, wrapped around him. With endless shock waves. Large areas of dragon scales disintegrated, and Kaido couldn't help vomiting blood. Immortality. Invincible defense. Everything became a joke under Lucifer's fist. All things are attracted by heaven. Before Kaido landed, Lucifer had already pulled him back. At the same time, Kaido turned into the blue dragon form again and spit out a hot breath towards Lucifer. Phew! Lucifer avoided the hot breath and teleported to in the sky above Kaido's head. A golden lightsaber had been condensed in his hand at some point. Doomsday Judgment. Hey! There was a flash of cold light, and blood shot out. Lucifer's golden sword had pierced into the chest of Blue Dragon Kaido, directly piercing through his dragon body. How can it be? Kaido's eyes widened, filled with disbelief. He didn't expect that Lucifer could break through his invincible defense so easily. It was 10 times and 100 times more terrifying than the original Kojiki Odin. Go to hell. Lucifer pressed down with his sword, knocking Kaido out of the sky. Boom! The golden sword exploded violently, and endless flames soared into the sky to form a huge mushroom cloud. It's not over yet. Light Sword 8-foot Megatama. Meteor Volcano. Lucifer rose into the air, waved his big hand, and countless golden lightsabers crashed down. After the lightsabers, hundreds of huge lava volcano bombs crashed down. Boom! 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 Continuous bombings covered every corner of Cake Island. The island was blazing with flames, and no complete buildings could be seen. Only endless explosions and flames were spreading everywhere. On the sea, the crowd watching the battle was dumbfounded. The cake in front of them, the island, has disappeared, leaving only a burning sea of fire. Strong, too strong. The crowd watching the game swallowed their saliva crazily at this moment. Is Kaido dead? And Big Mom, she hasn't moved for a long time, she must be dead, right? Lucifer defeated 2 Yonko alone, it's incredible. Everyone looked at Lucifer suspended in the sky, as if they were looking at a god. Roar. Suddenly, a dragon roar came from the sea of fire, and the endless howling wind blew away the flames. Tornado bad wind. The huge green dragon was circling, surrounded by violent winds. The wind seemed to be composed of countless sharp blades, cutting all the flames. A huge blood hole appeared on the body of the dragon, and the bones, flesh and blood could be vaguely seen. It gushes out like a fountain. An ordinary person would fall into a coma after suffering such an injury, but Kaido still maintains strong combat power. Missed. Lucifer aimed at Kaido's heart, but after it transformed into a dragon form, its body was too big, and the location of the heart was difficult to find. Hey, old woman, are you not dead yet? Kaido stared at Lucifer with his huge pupils, but the person he spoke to was Big Mom. Ah, I will not die in the hands of a brat. Big Mom jumped out of the sea of fire, with a ball of flame at her feet. At this moment, her shape changed again. Her originally fat and bloated figure became extremely thin, her face was covered with wrinkles, and her red hair had all turned white. Although the blood hole in her stomach is still bleeding crazily, but her condition is much better. Burning life again. Big Mom was previously hit by Lucifer's Super Shinra Tensei, and Lucifer opened a bloody hole in his stomach. Such an injury cannot be healed in a short time. Unless Big Mom heals himself by burning his lifespan. But the first way is undoubtedly to drink poison to quench thirst. And looking at her current appearance, the lifespan of this burning is not 1 or 2 years, but at least more than 10 years, or even 20 years. The soul fruit has a limit to its burning lifespan, and Big Mom also not used too many times. After being beaten like this by a kid, old woman, you are really useless. Humph, you are the same, so what qualifications do you have to speak against me? Big Mom looked at Kaido and saw that a bloody hole had been opened in his King Long's abdomen. Okay, let's stop talking nonsense. It's too late to talk about old times until we go to hell. The Mahamudra of the sage, crushed by gravity. Lucifer didn't want to talk nonsense with the two of them. He raised his hand and pressed it down. Golden light suddenly shone in the void, condensing a huge palm with a diameter of more than 100 meters. The palm covered the sky and the sun, and fell suddenly, hitting Kaido and Big Mom at the same time. There is super gravity crushing Kaido and Big Mom. Hot breath. Emperor's sword. Blue Dragon Kaido resisted gravity and spit out a huge pillar of flame from his mouth, hitting his palm. Big Mom also waved his big sword at the same time, creating a giant sword energy shock wave. The extreme moves collided, the gravity field was broken, Lucifer's Sage the large hand seal was also shattered. The power of the two Yonkos' joint attack was no joke. Die! Lucifer brat! Dominate the sea! Kaido transformed back into his dragon form and stood with Big Mom. The two of them waved the huge weapons in their hands at the same time. An extremely terrifying shockwave roared out, which incorporated the armed color and overlord color of the two Yonko, and the power can destroy an island instantly. Welcome. Lightsaber domineering for all calamities. Lucifer condensed a giant lightsaber that exceeded 500 meters, covered with high-density armed colors and overlord-colored domineering energy, and aimed at the shockwave and struck down angrily. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Great Voyage, Invincibility begins from the word spirit fruit. Author, Drunk in March at West Lake. Chapter 116. Boom. The moment the extreme moves collided, the sky and the earth were eclipsed. For a moment, all sound seemed to be lost between heaven and earth. Endless light burst out, covering the sky and the sun, flooding everything within a radius of several kilometers. Many underground kings and pirates who were watching the battle from a distance were all blinded at this moment. Nothing can be seen except the dazzling light in his eyes. A huge pitch-black sphere appeared on the endless sea. It was a combination of shock waves, slashes, armed haki and overlord haki. Several forces exploded in an instant, the sea was torn apart, and a huge hole appeared. The shock wave generated by the collision of extreme moves erupted. Huge waves hundreds of meters high roared in all directions, making the sea area feel like a natural disaster. Escape. Run away. The pirates stared blankly at the huge tsunami that was heading towards them, and their minds went blank with fear. However, before they had time to escape from the sea, they were already engulfed by the tsunami. The netherworld traveled through different spaces, and when the tsunami came, they escaped smoothly just before the attack. Arrow, Cavendish, and others survived the catastrophe. Looking at the hundreds of pirate ships swallowed up by the tsunami behind them, they all took a breath. Those who could survive this tsunami, there were only many kings of the underground world and senior leaders of the Charlotte family. Other pirates, royal families, and Big Mom-affiliated pirate groups who came to the tea party were all swallowed up by the tsunami. The number of people who died in an instant was incalculable. Ding, the host killed the pirate soldiers and obtained 4,700 killing points. Ding, the host killed the pirate soldiers and obtained 3,800 killing points. Ding, the host killed the pirate soldiers and obtained 5,700 killing points. Ding, the host killed the pirate soldiers and obtained 4,500 killing points. A series of system prompts sounded in Lucifer's mind, causing Lucifer's kill point balance to continue to rise. However, Lucifer ignored these. His aura of knowledge has been covering the sea below, looking for the aura of Kaido and Big Mom. Found it? Lucifer's eyes flashed coldly, and the next second, he disappeared directly from the spot. Phew! Lucifer appeared in front of Big Mom, with an invisible slash already appearing in his palm. Great vacuum cutting. Poof! There was a flash of cold light, and blood spurted out. Lucifer cut Big Mom's chest with a huge wound that was deep enough to show the bone. Ah! Big Mom let out a shrill scream, and his whole body was knocked away by the huge force carried by the slash. Descend to the third world. Introduce Naraku. Lucifer was about to take advantage of the victory to pursue and kill Big Mom completely, but Kaido's killing move came at this moment. The huge mace fell from the sky and hit Lucifer's head. The mace overflowed with dazzling liquid black lightning, that is the armed color and the domineering color. Go to hell, kid. Wall of vacuum. Lucifer raised his hand and raised his palm to the sky, creating a vacuum wall to block Kaido's killing move. If you want to kill me, you are still far away. Air shock. Lucifer clenched his right hand into a fist, and a transparent halo appeared on his fist. That is. Kaido's pupils shrank, he recognized the familiar posture and familiar power at a glance. What Lucifer is using now is the power of Whitebeard's shock fruit. Break it for me. Lucifer punched Kaido's chest. Clicking sounds were heard one after another. The space was suddenly filled with spider web cracks and exploded. Kaido's body was also shattered at this moment, and blood spurted out of his mouth desperately. He was beaten away by Lucifer, his chest was sunken, countless bones were broken, and all his internal organs were seriously injured. Ice Age. Lucifer used his killing move again, and an extremely cold air burst out from his palm, instantly freezing Kaido. The cold air spread and froze the surrounding space. The sea under his feet was also frozen, forming an ice continent. An iceberg emerged, and Kaido frozen in iceberg. Light cannon. At this moment, the seriously injured Big Mom came again, swung his sword and fired a round of high-density laser rays at Lucifer. It was the ultimate killing move formed by combining flames, thunder, and lightning, and the power could penetrate an island instantly. Go back. Lucifer raised his hand and gave an order. The power of the word spirit triggered the power of rules and quickly captured and locked the laser beam. Then, the laser beam changed direction, returned to the original path, and shot towards Big Mom. Except, Ni. Big Mom opened her mouth wide, with a confused look on her face. The next second, she was hit head-on by her own killing move. Waves of Big Mom's screams filled the air, and her body flew backwards like a cannonball. All things are attracted by heaven. Lucifer grabbed Big Mom with his big hand, pulled Big Mom back, and hit her in the stomach with another palm. Super Shinra Tensei. Boom. The shock wave instantly penetrated the body. The terrifying repulsion that combined the armed color and the Overlord's domineering energy exploded, directly breaking through Big Mom's flesh and blood body, and penetrated her body. The ice continent behind Big Mom was directly plowed out by the shock wave, a 1,000-meter-long ravine. Blood spurted out wildly, and flesh and blood splattered. Big Mom's eyes rolled white, his consciousness was very blurred, and he was on the verge of collapse. Bang! Big Mom knelt on his knees, and the huge sword in his hand fell powerlessly and inserted into the ice. After receiving heavy blows from Lucifer one after another, Big Mom's vitality has reached the 0 point, and she no longer has the strength to fight back. Now, even if she wants to burn her life, she can't do it. Boom. Just at this moment, the iceberg exploded. Kaido finally got out of trouble. Lingling. Kaido roared, looking at Lucifer with a hint of fear. After a fierce battle, Kaido finally understood that the Lucifer in front of him was stronger than him. It was impossible for him to defeat Lucifer. Possible. Roar. Kaido turned into the blue dragon form again and soared directly into the sky, flying thousands of meters into the sky. Hot breath. Bad wind. Thick flame breath and countless huge wind blades were spit out from Kaido's mouth and fell towards Lucifer. After releasing the killing move, Kaido did not see the result and fled overseas. Want to leave? Lucifer narrowed his eyes and wanted to use gravity to keep Kaido. However, Big Mom kneeling in front of him suddenly burst out with an extremely powerful aura. A black and purple field burst out from her body, instantly flooding Lucifer, covering a radius of several thousand meters. Life. Big Mom erupted with terrifying overlord-like domineering energy, and the sharp sound directly shook Lucifer's soul. Soul spell. Do you want to take away my lifespan? Big Mom, as a user with the soul fruit ability, can directly communicate with other people's souls. At this time, Big Mom has released the soul spell. As long as there is the slightest fear of her, the soul will be taken away by her. The last move before death? It seems that you are really at the end of your rope. Lucifer noticed that Big Mom's eyes were still white at this moment and she had not yet regained consciousness. It proved that she was triggering the power of the soul fruit through instinct at this moment, and was not actively controlling it. The mere soul spell was naturally useless to Lucifer. There is no fear in Lucifer's heart. The terrifying soul realm and overlord-colored domineering energy around him are like a breeze blowing on his face. The Sword of Judgment. Lucifer grabbed it with his big hand, and a golden lightsaber appeared in his hand. It's over, Big Mom. Chiang. A sword slashed across the sky, leaving a dazzling golden sword light between the sky and the earth, flying for thousands of meters. The world was dead silent, and the space rippled, as if even the space was split in half. Big Mom's head shot into the sky starting, large swaths of blood spurted out from the broken neck, splashing 3 feet high. Also chopped off along with Big Mom's head were the clouds in the sky. Thousands of meters high in the sky, a gap opened in the deep black clouds. That was the place where the sword light passed by. 2 black clouds slowly parted, and the sun finally shone again. A few rays of sunlight broke through the clouds, and one of them shone on Big Mom's headless body. Plop! Big Mom's head fell and rolled on the ice for more than 10 times. Ding! the host killed the pirate Charlotte Lingling and obtained 450,000 killing points. The system's beep sounded, completely announcing the death of the Yonko Big Mom. Killing a Yonko will yield a lot of killing points, a full 450,000. Attribute panel. Host, Lucifer. Age, 23. Devil fruit, word spirit fruit. Physique, hell demon. Armed color Haki, peak. Wisdom color Haki, peak. Overlord color Haki, domain. Killing points, 758,000. Lucifer originally had 100,000 killing points, plus Big Mom's 450,000 and the killing points obtained in previous battles. The total number of Lucifer's killing points has reached 7,580,000. The one-time harvest of more than 650,000 killing points is Lucifer's biggest harvest since he went to sea. Great Voyage, Invincibility begins from the word spirit fruit. Author, Drunk in March at West Lake. Chapter 117. Be reborn. Lucifer stretched out his palm and pointed it at Big Mom's body and gave the word spirit command. The power of the word spirit was activated and captured the power of the soul fruit. Lucifer fused it with the fruit, and the soul fruit was reborn. Development of devil fruit. It requires talent. The power of the soul fruit is very strong, but it also depends on the person who uses it. The previous owner of the soul fruit, Sister Carmelite, got it and only became a human trafficker. But Big Mom got it and conquered the sky. Controlled the climate and became the only female Yonko in the New World. After system appraisal, the soul fruit is worth 150,000 kill points, which is more expensive than a Doflamingo. Sure enough, hunting the Yonko is the biggest feast of killing points. Lucifer's lips curled up, and he was in a good mood. Kill Big Mom and get 450,000 killing points. If you let the system recycle the soul fruit, you can add another 150,000 strength. The combination of the two is a total of 600,000 killing points. It's a pity that letting Kaido escape has some flaws. Lucifer enveloped the area of more than 10 kilometers with his aura of knowledge, and Kaido's aura could no longer be found. The blue dragon flew very fast, and when Lucifer killed Big Mom, Kaido had already escaped. Although Kaido said so, he said he wanted to die and wanted someone to kill him. But when faced with death, he would not just sit back and die. Rather than saying that Kaido wanted to commit suicide and seek relief, it would be better to say that Kaido was enjoying the refreshing feeling of committing suicide without dying. Just wait, Kaido, you can't escape. Although Kaido was allowed to escape this time, a monk who can escape cannot escape from the temple. The world is so big. Where can Kaido run to? Sooner or later, Lucifer will be able to catch him again. On the endless sea, there is a pirate fleet. All members of the Charlotte family gathered here, waiting for the final result of the battle. They very much hope that Big Mom can win the final victory and let the glory of Big Mom pirates continue. But as the battle progressed, everyone had a bad premonition in their hearts. As Blue Dragon Kaido fled the battlefield, many Charlotte family members became even more panicked. As expected, it didn't take long for them to find that the life card belonging to Big Mom in their hands had been burned to ashes. Mother. No, I cannot. How could my mother die? Mom is the strongest pirate in the world, and she wants to become the pirate king. The members of the Charlotte family were in mourning, and they couldn't believe the fact that Big Mom was killed. But the disappearance of the life card happened before their eyes, and the facts are irrefutable. Big Mom is dead, killed by the devil Lucifer. Lucifer, that bastard, killed Mom. Damn it, what do we do now? Kill Lucifer and avenge your mother. It's impossible. Lucifer is too powerful. Just the few of us have no chance of revenge. Damn it. Charlotte Cracker, Charlotte Smoothie, Charlotte Pero, and others were all at a loss. They were filled with despair at this moment and felt that the future was dark. Everyone looked at the card on the bow of the ship. Takuri, Katakuri is the only backbone now. Retreat, we have no hope of revenge. Let's leave the waters of 10,000 kingdoms first. What happens next will be discussed later. Before Katakuri finished speaking, he suddenly stopped. His pupils lit up red, and pictures of the future appeared in his mind. Come on, come on. Katakuri's voice was shrill, containing endless fear. That's too late. Suddenly a voice sounded, and at the same time a force of aura enveloped all members of the Charlotte family. Under the pressure of this aura, everyone was unable to move, and some even lost consciousness or knelt on the deck. Lucifer appeared on the ship. The sky above their heads was looking down at them. There was no emotion in Lucifer's eyes, only an extremely cold killing intent. After Lucifer appeared, the space behind Lucifer suddenly cracked, and the netherworld flew out from it. Enero, Vabel, Cavendish, and other cotters were all standing on the deck. All the nether pirates were present. Yeah, ha 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 ha, are they all hiding here? The war is not over yet. Where do you want to escape to? Enilu turned into a bolt of lightning and teleported to the mast of the Queen Mother's hymn. A murderous aura erupted from his body. The previous war between the Nether Pirates and the Big Mom Pirates was interrupted due to the aftermath of the battle between Lucifer and Big Mom. Stop. Enel has never been satisfied with the fight. Now that Lucifer has killed Big Mom and returned with a great victory, of course Enel wants to restart the war. Boom, 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 kill these people. Our Netherworld pirates will be the new Yonko, right? I'm really looking forward to it. I got the position of the 4 emperors easily. In terms of ridiculing, cursing, and murdering people, Caesar is the strongest among the Netherworld pirates. His words, combined with his triumphant expression, brought the murderous spirit to the extreme. Although even his companions wanted to beat him up. A pause, but it is undeniable that what he said is true. The Charlotte family, which has lost Big Mom, can no longer compete with the Netherworld pirates. Now, they are just a group of lambs waiting to be slaughtered. Lucifer. Katakuri gritted his teeth and looked at the person above him, holding the trident tightly in his hand, subconsciously protecting his brothers and sisters behind him. Big Mom is no longer here. He is the strongest in the Big Mom pirate group, so naturally he will take responsibility for protecting your family. If you want to harm my family, step over my body first. Katakuri roared while waving his trident, and a surge of domineering aura erupted from his body. That's right, our Charlotte family is not someone to be trifled with. And I. Me too. If you want to do it, do it. Crack, Smokey, Pero and others also stepped forward and stood with Katakuri. These people stood together, but they had a little power. Seeing Katakuri showing his domineering look, Jack was a little surprised. Is he also the Overlord Color Awakener? Good qualifications. It is indeed the highest masterpiece of the Charlotte family. It is really extraordinary. Humph, isn't it just a look of dominance? What a big deal. Enilu said sourly. But Lucifer and others could hear that he was jealous. Overlord color and domineering energy is a power that only one person among a million people can awaken. It is the qualification of a king. No one has it. He is not a powerful man on the sea. Lucifer fought against Big Mom and Kaido alone today, and Enero also saw the power of Overlord's color displayed. He also wanted to have this power. But unfortunately, he didn't. Overlord's color is not what he wants. He can have it, he is not the chosen one. No matter how hard he cultivates, if he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it. Want to fight me? The corner of Lucifer's mouth curled up. He didn't show disdain, but was just a little playful. Boom. A surge of momentum burst out from Lucifer, and Katakuri, Cracker, Smoothie, and others were immediately suppressed and fell to their knees. On the deck. Although it is the same overlord color, its power and momentum are not on the same level at all. If you want to fight me, you're still a little behind. The plain voice rang in the ears of Katakuri and others. Lucifer's tone was very calm, not arrogant and sarcastic, just stating a fact. Big Mom is dead. As the losing party, you must be ready to die, right? The world of pirates is so cruel, it is natural for losers to lose everything. However, I can give you a chance to live and surrender to me. As long as you serve me, you can survive. This is my last mercy. Whether you live or not depends on your choice. Mercy. Katakuri and the Charlotte family members feel like they have heard a big joke. They killed our mother, destroyed our pride and dignity, made us homeless, and now they want us to kill our mother serving the enemy, and actually calling it a mercy? Katakuri and other members of the Charlotte family were so angry that they gritted their teeth. If they could, they wanted to tear Lucifer into pieces and chop him into mincemeat. No kidding, how can we possibly work for you? That's right, don't even think about it. Even if we die, we will not give in. Charlotte Owen and Charlotte Mondor roared angrily, looking at Lucifer with hatred in their eyes, as if they wanted to eat Lucifer alive. Oh? Yeah. Lucifer smiled faintly. Great Voyage, Invincibility begins from the word spirit fruit. Author, Drunk in March at Westlake. Chapter 118. Oh? Yeah. Lucifer smiled faintly. As soon as the smile appeared, Katakuri's face suddenly changed. Don't want. Before she finished speaking, the bodies of Charlotte Owen and Charlotte Mondor exploded. Blood and minced meat flew everywhere, splashing all over the people next to them. Ding, the host kills Charlotte Owen and gets 35,000 killing points. Ding, the host killed Charlotte Mondor and obtained 21,000 killing points. Ding, the host killed the pirate Charlotte St. Mark and obtained 14,000 killing points. 3 system prompts sounded. Lucifer once again harvested 70,000 killing points, and the total killing points came to 828,000. At the same time, Lucifer harvested 2 more devil fruits. Among the 3, only Owen and Mondor are ability users. Katakuri also had his face spattered with blood. He felt endless anger rising in his heart, as well as endless sadness. He died. He lost 3 more family members. Just because he said a word, Lucifer killed them. And Lucifer always smiled when he killed. He killed people while talking and laughing, leaving no bones. Lucifer's methods were more ruthless than he imagined. Katakuri finally understood why Lucifer did this. He has the nickname Devil. Sure enough, he has the wrong name, but not the wrong nickname. He is really a complete devil. Wrong choices can lead to death, what do you think? Lucifer raised his finger and passed it over the heads of many Charlotte family members. Everyone felt their scalps numb. I promise. Katakuri lowered his head and gritted his teeth. Katakuri. Shut up. As soon as Cracker was about to speak, Katakuri shouted back. Crackers, we have no choice. We still have so many family members to save, we can't die. Now, even if I kneel down to pray, give up all dignity, and beg for mercy, I still have to live. As long as we live, our families can live. Cracker, I know you are not afraid of death, but Normand and the others are still very young. What will they do if we die? Auntie Four Emperors has a total of 46 sons and 39 daughters. Some of the younger ones are only 4 to 6 years old. There are also many minors. Now that Auntie is dead, if they die too, these people will definitely survive. He couldn't go down. Cracker was stunned, biting his lip, biting it directly and bleeding. He was speechless. Katakuri raised his head, looked at Lucifer, and said in a low voice, I am willing to do it for you, allegiance, I just ask you to let my family go and let them live. Katakuri, You are indeed a smart man and very decisive. Lucifer smiled and said, I agree to your request. As long as they are loyal to me, they will naturally be my subordinates. Of course they can live. In fact, working for me is much better than working for Big Mom. After all, I have a good temper and will not go crazy from time to time and kill people casually. I know that when the old woman from Big Mom was suffering from schizophrenia, she refused to recognize her relatives and even ate her own children. Right. Katakuri's face was ugly, and Cracker, Pero and others were also livid. They were speechless by Lucifer's question and didn't know how to refute. Because what Lucifer said was the truth, Sayaka, the attack of Big Mom is very terrifying, and many of her children have been killed or even eaten by her own hands. Hey, it's true, she can kill and eat even her own children. What kind of monster is that old woman? Anilu and Cavendish were also shocked by what Lucifer said. They have never heard of such a mother. Is such a person qualified to be a mother? Do not make jokes. It is said that the four emperors are all inhuman monsters, and Big Mom is truly a monster among monsters. Boom, 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 Big Mom wasn't born as a cannibal, right? Caesar was a little gloating. There are many races in the One Piece world, and cannibals are only a legendary race, not in reality. But Big Mom's behavior is more terrifying than cannibals. Because even cannibals will not eat their own children. Okay, let's go gather the remaining soldiers. From today on, Torrent in the Sea of All Nations is my territory. No island that originally belonged to the Big Mom pirates is missing. Katakuri, you should lead the team yourself. You should know how to deal with rebels. At your command, Captain Lucifer. Katakuri lowered his head and said respectfully. In this way, Lucifer successfully recovered the remnants of the Big Mom pirates. Although Lucifer was revered as the five emperors by the major forces in the New World, his power was too weak. The total number of crew members on the ship is less than 10, and there is no territory. Now that he has regained the waters of all nations, Lucifer's power can be comparable to Whitebeard, Kaido and Red Hair. Far away in the sea, there are several gorgeous merchant ships parked. They are the vehicles of the king of the underworld. Morgans, the president of the World Economic News Agency, Lou Farad, the underground loan shark, shipping king Umit, warehouse industry concealment expert Gibson, funeral agency boss Drago Pidero and happy street queen Stacy all here. Their eyes were complicated, and the shock on their faces had not faded. The war is over. Yes, the final winner is the devil Lucifer. It's really amazing, Big Mom actually died in battle. One Yonko died, and a new Yonko was born. Just 1 year after his debut, he became the Yonko. Lucifer is more legendary than the red-haired one. The kings of the underground world expressed their thoughts one by one, each with their own plans in mind. Only Morgans looked excited. Big news, this big news will definitely shock the whole world. Everyone, please take the first step. You must inform the whole world about this incident immediately. Morgans flapped his wings, flew into the sky, and soon left the sea. Then, the little girl also took the first step. Stacy, Queen of Happy Street, also sailed her boat out of the sea. However, as soon as she got back on the boat, she immediately dialed a number using a phone bug. Hey, it's me. Yes, the battle is over, Lucifer won the final victory. Big Mom is dead, Kaido was injured and escaped, and Lucifer has conquered all the remnants of the Big Mom pirate group. Lucifer's strength exceeds expectations, and even Big Mom and Kaido are no match for him. Sorry, I don't know if Lucifer is injured, they are fighting too hard and I can't get close. Yes, I recommend canceling this operation. It's a pity that we have placed undercover agents in Big Mom for so many years. Yes, I will find a way to establish cooperation with Lucifer and obtain more information about him. Yes, Lord Ghost. Stacy hung up the phone respectfully. On the surface, she is the queen of Happy Street and one of the kings of the underground world. But her true identity is an agent of the world's official CP0. Stacy accepts the world's right. The government's orders entered the underground world, and eventually became one of the underground kings. Over the years, she sent back countless precious information to the world government. Stacy and Big Mom have been friends for many years, and they call her sister. They are almost good sisters. But Big Mom would not have thought that the woman he had always been friends with would be an undercover agent of the world government. Over the years, all the internal information of the Big Mom pirate group has been passed back through Stacy. The government of the world. The government of the world knows every move of the Big Mom pirates. Outside the Sea of All Nations, on the endless Wangyang Sea, there is a naval fleet approaching the Sea of All Nations. There are a total of 10 ships in the fleet, all of which are warships of the highest specification and can carry 1,000 naval soldiers. The team was led by Admiral Akainu and Admiral Kizaru, as well as 5 elite Marine headquarters vice admirals and 10 rear admirals. This is a force even more powerful than the demon-slaying order. The purpose of the Navy is Lucifer and the Yonko Big Mom. When Lucifer and Big Mom started the war, the CP spies hiding on Cake Island had already passed the news back to the Navy headquarters. Sengoku made a prompt decision and directly dispatched all the elite naval forces of the New World G1 branch. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Great Voyage, Invincibility begins from the word spirit fruit. Author, Drunk in March at West Lake. Chapter 119. The purpose of letting Lucifer enter the New World during the Warring States period was to let Lucifer and the Yonko pirates fight dog by dog, and the Navy reap the benefits. This opportunity finally came, and Warring States would not miss it. General Akainu received the order to attack Lucifer and immediately dispatched. Lucifer killed his confidant Doberman, which damaged his reputation and affected his career. Akainu had already hated Lucifer deeply. On the bow of the ship, Admiral Akainu stood with his arms crossed, his navy coat fluttering in the wind, and his whole body exuded an aura that told no strangers to enter. The Navy soldiers behind him looked at Akainu's back and swallowed wildly. They secretly sighed in their hearts that he was worthy of being the general of Akainu. His aura was terrifying. However, when they saw another admiral, they all felt bad. General Kizaru was lying on a beach chair with an umbrella over his head. The adjutant behind him made a cup of tea and handed it to him. Kizaru took the teacup, took a sip, and narrowed his eyes with satisfaction. Ah! Kizaru let out a long and sour sigh, and then lay down on the beach chair again. His appearance was no different from that of a salted fish. A salted fish has to turn over when basking in the sun, but Kizaru seems to have even turned over when basking in the sun. Don't want to turn over. They are both admirals, how can the gap be so big? This is the common thought of many Navy soldiers. As a Navy, shouldn't we fight against evil and have high morale? Why is Admiral Kizaru like this? This is a common question of countless Navy soldiers. Akainu glanced behind him without leaving any trace. Kizaru snorted coldly. He was a radical man and had never been accustomed to the lazy style of Kizaru and Aoki. That's why he wanted to become a Navy Marshal, implement his own methods into the entire army, and build the Navy into a thoroughgoing force. An iron-blooded army that pursues absolute justice. Well, Sakazuki, don't be so serious, the war hasn't started yet. Kizaru didn't take Akainu's dissatisfaction to heart. He was also an admiral, and Akainu couldn't control him. In fact, Kizaru didn't want to carry out this mission. As for the terrifying monster Lucifer, Kizaru never wants to face him again. But who makes him fast? Akainu can send troops directly from the New World G1 branch, but another general must come from Marineford. Aokiji is not fast enough, so he can only let him come. It's really troublesome. We have to face that monster Lucifer again. I just want to sit quietly in the office and drink tea. Why do I have to go find trouble with that monster? If I get injured again this time, I must ask Mr. Warring States to pay me 10 times the work-related injury compensation. In response to Kizaru's words, Akainu just snorted coldly. He was not a talkative person to begin with. Suddenly, the voice of the phone bug rang. Blue blue brew. Blue blue brew. Akainu took out the phone and connected it, and the snail immediately turned into a Sengoku appearance. Hello, it's me. Even when facing Martial Sengoku, Akainu's attitude remained cold. Where have you been? Warring States asked. We have entered the Sea of All Nations and will soon reach Cake Island. Akainu's voice was filled with murderous intent. He had long wanted to kill Lucifer, and today the opportunity finally came. No need, return immediately and the mission is cancelled. Sengoku's order made Akainu freeze on the spot, and his brain was distracted for a moment. What did you say? Akainu's voice suddenly became louder, revealing a sense of disbelief. I said, the mission is cancelled, return immediately and wait for the next order. Are you kidding me? Akainu was angry. We are all here, we are only one step away from solving Lucifer. Let's go back now. You. No wonder Akainu was so angry. Sengoku's order was a slap in his face, and it was also a slap in the Navy's face. The Navy's demon-slaying army was dispatched, with 2 generals and 5 lieutenant generals personally leading the troops. As a result, I went back in despair without doing anything. If this spreads out, what will the world think of the Navy? At that time, the Navy will be disgraced and become the laughing stock of the world. This is the order of Wu Lao Xing. Sengoku ignored Akainu's anger and his tone remained calm. I want to know the reason. Akainu's face has lava flowing out, and his anger can hardly be suppressed. The Cake Island War is over, and Lucifer has won the final victory. Sengoku's words immediately calmed down Akainu. According to the information returned by the undercover, it was confirmed that Lucifer had completely killed the 4 emperors' Big Mom. Lucifer showed amazing strength in this battle. Big Mom was suppressed and beaten by Lucifer throughout the battle. Kaido also came to Cake Island midway and joined forces with Big Mom to fight Lucifer, but was still suppressed by Lucifer. 2 Yonko, 1 dead and 1 injured. Now that the war is over, it's too late for the Navy to go back. Wouldn't that be just right? Akainu still doesn't want to give up on this mission. Lucifer has just gone through a tough battle. He killed Big Mom and seriously injured Kaido. He must be weak himself. Now is the best time for us to eliminate him. If we wait until Lucifer recovers, it will be even more impossible for us to kill him. No, according to the information returned by the undercover, Lucifer did not show any signs of weakness after the war. Now, Lucifer has conquered the remnants of the Big Mom pirates. You have to know that although Big Mom died, the Big Mom pirates did not lose much of their elite combat power in this battle. If the Navy goes in now, it will start a war with a Yonko pirate group. Your current strength is too small. It is impossible to win. The losses will be huge. Therefore, Wu Lao Xing ordered you to withdraw. A dead silence fell on the warship, and all the naval soldiers were silent and did not dare to make a sound. They were also shocked by what Warring States said. The war was actually over, and it ended so quickly. And Lucifer, whose strength was so terrifying to this extent. One person fought against 2 Yonko. Not only did he win, but he also killed Big Mom, causing Kaido to escape with multiple injuries. At this moment, fear arose in the hearts of countless Marines. Many naval soldiers were shaken in their hearts. I hope Akainu will obey Sengoku's order and return immediately. Akainu clenched his fists tightly, and the lava on his face had flowed into his neck, which was extremely scary. I understand. Akainu gritted his teeth and said this, and with a force in his hand, he crushed the phone bug into pulp. Then the flames burned, burning the meat into ashes. The life of the phone bug is indeed extremely dangerous. Not only pirates like it kill the phone bug, even the Navy is no exception. Come, pass on my order, the whole army returns. Akainu gave the order unwillingly. Yes, General Akainu. A major general behind him listened to the order and immediately conveyed the order to the other 9 warships. Then, the 10 warships began to turn around and leave the waters of all nations. Akainu glanced at the sea behind with fierce eyes, his eyes burning with endless anger. The opportunity to kill Lucifer was right in front of him, but unfortunately, he went back in despair without even seeing Lucifer's face. This made the aggressive Akainu unbearable, and he almost vomited blood in anger. Just wait, Lucifer, I will burn you to ashes and wipe you completely from this world. After losing an opportunity, Akainu will wait for the second time. Only the blood of Lucifer can calm his murderous intention. Compared with the furious Akainu, Kizaru's situation is completely different. When Akainu was talking to Sengoku, Kizaru has been lying on the chair with his eyes closed and concentrating. Hearing the retreat order from the Warring States period, Kizaru remained silent on the surface, but in fact he was already happy. He used all his acting skills to prevent himself from jumping for joy. Good retreat. If you retreat, you don't have to face the monster Lucifer. Ever since the battle with Marijo, Kizaru knew that monster Lucifer was not easy to deal with. He really has the strength to kill the Admiral. Now it seems so. How long has it been? Even the 4 emperors' Big Mom died at the hands of Lucifer. Kizaru secretly lamented his own vision, and was thankful that Sengoku issued the retreat order in time. Otherwise, he would probably be beaten by Lucifer again this time. Injured being hospitalized is not bad, but if he loses his life, Kizaru will really regret it. Well, it's time to go back and drink tea. I haven't tried the new tea I bought yet. How about going to Mr. Karp's to get some senbei? The naval fleet left as quickly as it came, and soon disappeared at the edge of the waters of the world. Great Voyage, Invincibility begins from the word spirit fruit. Author, Drunk in March at West Lake. Chapter 120. System, open the properties panel. In the cabin of the netherworld, Lucifer gave instructions in his heart. Attribute panel. Host, Lucifer. Age, 23. Devil fruit, word spirit fruit. Physique, hell demon. Armed color Haki, peak. Wisdom color Haki, peak. Overlord color Haki, domain. Killing point, 936,000. Lucifer allowed the system to recycle the devil fruit harvested this time. Together with the gains from killing enemies, Lucifer's total number of killing points reached a full 936,000. Today, Lucifer still has the saber-toothed tiger fruit and blood in his hands. There are 5 powerful devil fruits: fruit, stone fruit, mammoth fruit, and soul fruit. If you let the system recycle a few more, it will be very easy to exceed 1 million kill points. Forget it, now that the family has a big business, the devil fruit is still useful. Today, the Netherworld pirates are no longer the small pirate group they used to be. After he recovered the remnants of the Big Mom pirates, he has more than 10,000 men. It is still necessary to leave a few devil fruits to train cotters. Especially Lucifer had already thought of who should eat the saber-toothed tiger fruit and the mammoth fruit. Lucifer put away the devil fruit, closed the properties panel, and opened the system store. Now that he had a huge sum of money, of course he had to spend it. Wave. System, purchase armed color domineering field. Ding, the armed color domineering field was purchased successfully, 800,000 killing points were deducted, and the remaining killing points were 136,000. The killing point shrank significantly, and a vast energy appeared in Lucifer's body out of thin air. After fusing this energy, Lucifer's armed domineering evolved and directly awakened the domineering field. With a thought, Lucifer instantly became a black man, with a jet black armor appearing on his body. This is the armor transformed by armed color haki. It is all composed of high-density armed color haki. Even Kaido's full attack may not be able to break this armor. Haki armor. And this is just the beginning. Lucifer has awakened the field of armed domineering, and with a thought, the field spreads around. Endless armed domineering fills the field, everywhere. They are all under Lucifer's control, can be transformed into any weapon at will, and can attack from any angle. In the armed colored haki domain, natural fruit ability users cannot elementalize. The domain now only covers the cabin, but as long as Lucifer is willing, he can transform the armed colored haki domain into expand larger. So strong, is this the realm of armed domineering. Although he is not as good as the domineering field of Overlord color, it is still extremely defying the heavens. In the previous war, Lucifer could feel it. Whether it is Big Mom or Kaido, although they have cultivated the armed color haki to the peak state, they still have no awakening field. In this sea, it is possible to awaken the armed color haki field. Lucifer could only think of Garp, Whitebeard, Roger, and Sengoku. The last time he fought Garp, although Garp was repelled by Lucifer, it was because he was not serious. This legendary navy, relying on a pair of iron fists to control the world, the cultivation of armed haki is absolutely terrifying. He is the most likely person to awaken the field of armed haki. Roger is dead, there is no way to know. Whitebeard's hidden injury occurred, and his strength declined. Even if he may have awakened the realm of armed domineering in his peak period, but he must not be able to use it now. Sengoku, like Whitebeard, is old and may have become weak. After all, not everyone is like Garp, who can still maintain it even when he is old. At his peak, it can only be said that this old man has so much vitality that he deserves to be a member of the D clan. Now, in terms of overall strength, I should be number 1 in the world. The only person who might be stronger than me is that old monster who has lived for 800 years. Lucifer thought of Imu, the king of the Draconians, and was secretly wary. He can live for 800 years, and even a pig can become a strong man. What's more, he is also the king of the Draconians. There are countless people in the world's government. Resources, coupled with his own evil talent, and 800 years. Im's current strength must be too terrifying to imagine. We still need to increase our strength. Lucifer was not impatient at all, and continued to work steadily according to the plan, harvesting killing points. Attribute panel. Host, Lucifer. Age, 23. Devil fruit, word spirit fruit. Physique, hell demon. Armed color haki, domain. Wisdom color haki, peak. Overlord color haki, domain. Killing points, 136,000. After this consumption, Lucifer has 136,000 killing points left. If he wants to upgrade his final power of knowledge to the domain realm, he still has a lot of killing points left. Just wait, it will be soon. Now Lucifer has ruled the seas of all nations and has become one of the 4 emperors of the New World. It is very simple to harvest the killing points. A most dedicated journalist, Morgans moves quickly. After returning to his news agency headquarters, he began to write news. Thoughts are flowing like water, inspiration is like diarrhea, and I can't stop at all. There is so much news that can be written about this incident, and the headlines on the 3rd and 4th pages are simply not enough to describe this incident. After Morgans wrote a report, his staff immediately printed it and sent it to the world for free. In just a few days, the story of the 3 Emperors' War spread throughout the world. The devil Lucifer makes trouble for the Big Mom pirates, and an all-out war breaks out. Lucifer's strength is terrifying, and the 4 Emperors Big Mom are unable to fight back. Kaido arrives on Cake Island, and the battle between the Emperors becomes confusing. With 1 against 2, Lucifer fights 2 Yonko alone. The demon Lucifer kills Big Mom, Kaido is injured and escapes. The strongest monster in the world, the devil Lucifer. Lucifer surpasses Whitebeard and becomes the strongest in the world. Demon or God. The person with the ability to speak the spirit fruit, the secret of Lucifer's ability is revealed. A series of sensational and exaggerated headlines were written by Morgans and sent to the world. The origins and results of the Cake Island Royal Group War were published on the front pages one after another. Each front page headline used a different one. Photos. Morgans took tens of thousands of photos during this war. Each photo was enough to shock the world and attract the attention of countless people. Morgans also took a long time to select a few of his most satisfying features. Portrait. As the news spread, the new world boiled, the first half of the Grand Line was shaken, and the news spread to the 4 seas and the whole world. One Yonko fell, and a new Yonko ascended the throne. Dad, something big happened, Big Mom was killed. The Whitebeard pirates, aboard the Moby Dick. Marco hurriedly flew to Whitebeard with a newspaper. At the same time, countless newspapers fell from the sky, and were caught by the pirates on the ship. Everyone watched the moment they saw the headline of the newspaper, everyone was stunned and dumbfounded. There were different headlines in the newspaper, but no matter which front page headline it was, the content was enough to shock the world. Hey, Big Mom actually died in the battle. Is that a lie? No, it can't be. Newspapers have spread all over the world and the photos have been published. How could it be fake? Is Lucifer that strong? Even Big Mom is no match. Not only was Big Mom no match, she and Kaido were defeated together, with one dead and the other injured. Are you kidding? Those are 2 Yonko. You can win 1 against 2. Did Lucifer take some medicine? He didn't take any medicine, but ate a heaven-defying fruit. Word spirit fruit? What exactly is this fruit? Why is it so strong? Some pirates saw the conjecture and introduction about the word spirit fruit described by Morgans. In this battle, Lucifer used a combination of flash, magma, ice, fire, gravity, repulsion, gravity, void creation, and earthquake. He has many powerful abilities. He is omnipotent, as if he is a real god, and can freely control the power of any natural element to create the world. Earthquake, he can actually use the ability of earthquake. Many pirates in the Whitebeard pirates looked at the newspapers in their hands and couldn't help but tremble and couldn't believe it. In the newspaper, there was a close-up of Lucifer using a seismic aperture to smash the atmosphere and seriously injure Kaido. That familiar moves, familiar power, it is Whitebeard's special skill. The pirates on the boat looked at their father at the same time, wanting to see how his father would react. Whitebeard looked at the newspaper in his hand, and he couldn't hide it at this moment. A look of shock.